One thing I want to talk about is this right here, who Alicia Andrews, man. Alicia Andrews is, she's the girlfriend of one of the suspects of murdering Julio Foolio. Julio Foolio is a rapper out of Jacksonville. He got killed last year. You know what I mean? These guys, they kind of stalked him a little bit. It was Julio Foolio's birthday, and he went to Tampa, Florida, from Jacksonville, but he went to Tampa, Florida, like 3 hours away from Jacksonville to a club appearance and then go to party because it's his birthday. He had a flyer, whatever. Then he had an Airbnb inviting girls over and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They don't really know all these girls, but they inviting the girls over. You know what I mean? Going to clubs and stuff like that. Not really being on their P's and Q's because Julio Fulio is, even though he's a rapper, he dissed a lot of people in his rap songs and stuff like that. Even dance on people's graves and stuff, which is crazy. You know what I mean? So he had a lot of beef with people. You know what I mean? So allegedly, Lisa Andrews and her boyfriend and other guys that was with them kind of stalked Julio Fulo. You know what I'm saying? Julio Fulo went to two clubs, you know what I mean? And they followed, not really like follow, but they followed behind or whatever. Went to the same club but never went inside. Just to follow this guy to really catch him at a good moment to kill him. And they end up killing him at a hotel, which is crazy, man. And this trial was pretty interesting because it's like, you seen this woman on this. She finally went on the stand, but you just see her in court. You know what I mean? She looks innocent and stuff like that, man. But and it's like, did she really know what her boyfriend was doing while she was with them? You know what I mean? Her boyfriend was using her phone and stuff like that to really set it up. You know what I mean? And it's like, looking at her, you like, if you don't know nothing about the case, looking at it one day, you just seeing her, you like, oh, this girl's innocent. You know what I mean? But then again, it's like she's not really innocent. You know what I mean? I'm not saying she's 100% guilty, but she's like 90% guilty because I think she know what her boyfriend was gonna do. You know what I mean? I think she know what her boyfriend was gonna do. But her defense team, her lawyers had to prove that, you know, she didn't know nothing was going on. You know what I'm saying? So, but she was found guilty, you know what I mean, of manslaughter. You know what I mean? So, her sentencing, I think, is gonna be December 13th, if I'm not mistaken. And the max for the manslaughter in Florida, I think, is like 15 years. So I don't know, man. And I read something today that her defense team has filed some paperwork to get the judge accused from this trial. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You know what I mean? This is gonna be very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Will she get the max of 15 years, or will she get 5 years and the rest be on probation? You know, really don't know. You know what I mean? Really don't know. And she did took the stand, which is kind of brave of her, to be honest with you. A lot of people in these trials, they never really took the stand, but she took the stand, and I think she did okay on the stand. You know what I'm saying? She was kind of caught in a lie here and there, but I think she did pretty well on the stand to really prove to the jurors, like, listen, I didn't know what my boyfriend was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So this whole situation right there is wild, man. She also put into play that her boyfriend was abusing her and stuff like that. Also, you know what I mean? So did it really help her? Yeah, because she didn't get first degree murder. You know what I'm saying? She got convicted of manslaughter. So I don't know, man. You know what I mean? She was pregnant and stuff like that too. I think she already had the baby, if I'm not mistaken, because she didn't look pregnant on the stand. But she didn't get life. You know what I mean? So the max is 15. So she still can come out, and she's 22 years old. So she still got time to come out and really change her life and really be in her kid life. You know what I mean? Because 9 out of 10, her father, he didn't pull the trigger either, but I think he was a driver. He was kind of helped setting it up also. Um, I think he probably gonna get more time also. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to get the same um charge as her because that's a woman. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy. 9 out of 10. That's basically what it is. You know what I mean? So I think he's gonna get the max of 15 years or more in prison. So their trial, her boyfriend's trial, and the other guy trial, I want to say it's next month or next year. I'm not mistaken. I gotta look at that. But this whole situation is wild, man.